going to plant my tomentosa, or better known as bear's paw succulent. And what you'll need is some perlite, which is volcanic glass that has been heated up, so it puffs like popcorn, and some normal potting soil. This is crucial for the succulent survival because the soil the succulent usually comes in is not well draining enough. So the first thing you're going to do is gently squeeze the plant out of the container it came from. And then you're going to want to loosen up the soil around the plant. And if there are any dead leaves, you can pluck that right off. And your goal here is to loosen as much of the old soil you can. Succulents generally don't like to sit in water, so you don't need to water them that often. You should aim for 1 to 2 weeks or even more, depending on when the succulent, the soil the succulent is sitting in has dried. So right here, I have loosened out most of the soil and going to be as gentle as I can with the roots themselves. Succulents are very prone to root rot, so this is why you don't want the soil to be very dense or hold too much water. That's why we add perlite, sand, or other inorganic rocks and other things. If a leaf falls off, that's perfectly fine, because if you let it dry for a little bit and let them callus, it can propagate into a new succulent. And now that I have the soil out, I can break it down a little bit and then add some perlite into it. You generally want to aim for adding 2/3 inorganic and organic soil. I currently do not have any gravel or crushed rocks available, so I'm just going to use half perlite and half soil. But your goal is to add a lot of material that lets the roots dry quickly. And while you're watering it throughout the year, you want to check for when the soil is completely dry. That's when you want to water it. It's always easier to save a succulent that's about to dry than it is overwatered. As you can see, I'm just mixing up the perlite in the soil. And once you've mixed it up, you want to fill your pot 1/3 its way with the soil mix. You can see it's about 1/3 full. And then you place your succulent into the pot where you want it to stay. Tuck the little roots in. And then you can gently pour more soil in. I'm just going to dust up the edge a little bit. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Now you may be inclined to water it, but since I disturbed the roots a little bit today, you do not have to water it for about a week or so until the roots are dried and any wounds have been calloused. That way there's less of a chance of root rot, which is the #1 threat we have to succulents. And there you go. That is my newly planted tomentosa. And now it's ready to thrive in its little pot until I repot it the next time. And that's it here. Thank you for watching.